Welcome back to the Contributor Corner for Run Radio. I'm Trina, Ashley Branham with Lively Aesthetics. Welcome back. You have daily tips for us that are very appreciated when it comes to our skincare. And today you've got a little demonstration.
Yes.
Okay, what do we got?
Come on.
We've got our little, I've got my headband on, you've got your robe and headband, and then tell me what we're going to do.
We are going to do a little facial roller demonstration.
Okay.
Show you some of the most basic ways to get the best bang for your buck out of these little guys. Everyone has one rolling around in the back of a bathroom drawer. Pull it out, wash it up, and put it to use.
All right. So if you're just listening, you can go watch this on YouTube and download it from your Spotify or wherever you get your podcast. But if you're listening, it's just the little rollers that, like Ashley said, that you can get everywhere. And how do we do this correctly? I've read there are incorrect ways, and I think I'm guilty of doing that.
With the rollers, it's hard to do it wrong.
Okay.
But there is so much misinformation and difference in opinion out there that it can be very paralyzing for people. You pick one of these up at Ulta or you get it from your esthetician and you get home and you go, what the heck do I do with you?
Right.
So I'm going to help show you just a few basic moves that you can do so that you can feel a little bit more confident and maybe experiment a little bit more too. So the first thing that you want to do, a lot of people will debate whether or not you need a specific type of stone for this. I have rose quartz. Trin, it looks like you have jade.
Yes.
They make amethyst. They make them out of pretty much any type of natural crystal or rock. Now the rocks do have different purposes. So jade would be better for somebody who is acne prone. Amethyst is great for inducing a feeling of relaxation and calmness. Rose quartz is my stone of choice because it induces feelings of self-love. And for me, that's a very important thing to just constantly be reminding myself that I am worthy of love.
Yes.
So that's why I have this one. Other than that, functionally, they don't really make that much of a difference.
Okay.
They make rollers out of steel and they do just as fine. So the first thing that you're going to want to do, and you might not have this to hand right now, but you want to apply either a nice serum. This is an oil. This is my self-love ritual blend that I created. You can use your moisturizer. You want to put some type of product on the skin because this is going to help drive those ingredients in. So the first thing that you want to do is start just around the base of your ear and sweep downwards. And you only want to go down. You don't want to go back up. So pull away when you get to the bottom and come back up. And you do that. I like to count to either 3, 6, or 9. I just like that number count however many times you want to. And then when you're ready, you come up to the base of your chin and sweep back towards your ear a few times. And this facilitates lymphatic drainage. So this is more for drainage, not so much toning and lifting. And you just want to work your way up your face, very gentle, light pressure. You don't need to be ramming it into your skin. Just let it roll by itself. When you get to the eye area, if you have one that has one of these little rollers on the end, you can also just fine use the larger size as well. But what you want to do is actually work your way in under the under eye, because the way that the lymph works around here, it goes in and then up and around.
Oh.
So we're working in, and then you go up the nose and then out over the eyebrow. So in, up the nose, out over the eyebrow. And then you can sweep it all down. And then you can either go from side to side on your forehead, or you can go from base of your eyebrow up to your hairline. Whatever feels better for you. The goal for this is just to feel good. It cools the skin. It drives in your serums, your moisturizers, things like that. Now, if you want to do some toning and lifting, here's where you can use a little bit more pressure. Start just to the side of your neck and you're working your way up. There's a muscle that runs from the base of your collarbone up to right below your ear. and you want to work elongating that muscle. This is going to really help alleviate that tech neck because we're all looking down all the time. And then same premise, you go out along the base of the jaw, but then you can also bring it up. And here's where you can use a little bit more pressure. And you might even feel some little crunchies in the masseter muscle right here. This muscle can tend to be very tight. So I like to spend some time. I suffer with TMJ myself, so I really like to give my cheeks some love. And then what you can do is just, let me flip it around. Just roll up over your eyebrow. And this is going to lift. You don't want to tug too much. This tissue is very delicate, but you do want to make sure that you're moving it. A lot of times we get this advice not to move the eye area at all. We want to be moving. We want that movement, that drainage to be facilitated so that we can reduce any swelling. And then it's also going to help to tone the muscles and lift. So if you start noticing your eyelids sagging a little bit, just kind of working on this eyebrow area will really help. And you can go up and across. I am using light pressure, but I'm not digging in. So those are just a few basic moves. Another tip, keep this in the fridge. I have a little Ziploc baggie. When I'm done, I wash it with soapy water, dry it off on a clean towel, stick it back in the bag, and it goes in a little thing in the door of my fridge so that it stays nice and clean for me the next time I want to use it.
That is great advice. Now, and it just feels good and relaxing too. For me, I've been guilty of this because it does feel good to go back and forth. What am I doing wrong if I do that? Or is that okay just for a relaxing face massage?
If it feels good, it feels good.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, go for it. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really like, if it's painful, it's hard to hurt yourself. I think you'd break this before you would cause any damage, honestly.
Yeah.
Now with the gua sha stones and the sturdier tools, it's a little bit different. But when it comes to these rollers, I'll say almost anything goes. Like I said, if it hurts, don't do it. Depending on your focus will determine how you use the tool. But again, like if you're just wanting like a nice little massage doing this, it's not going to hurt anything. You're not going to see any lymphatic drainage because you're not following those pathways, but it still feels good. And you are going to be doing some to tone the muscles and the skin.
Good stuff. Thanks so much, Ashley, with Lively Aesthetics. Learn more about all of our contributors at runradio.net.